I've all finished from work. Time to head home, and it's very sunny. Okay, morning everyone. I really need to start off with a bit of backstory before I start this video. I got back home on Saturday and it's only Tuesday today, so I haven't even been home very long. I had 2 shifts at work. Yesterday was my second one, but I put a contact lens in on Sunday morning, and then halfway through work I went like this and covered up my good eye and realised everything was still blurry. And then I thought, okay, I put my contact lens in, where's that gone? And I was convinced that my contact lens was stuck in this bit of my eye. So I went like this and basically tried to move it as I normally would with the contact, and I ended up scratching my eye really badly and puffed up and was like super freaky. And I went to A&E, which was kind of freaking me out because I really don't like stuff going in my eyes anyway. Ironic because I use contacts, but I went there, they put this like bioluminescent stuff in my eye, hurt like hell, and then they had to hold my eye open with 2 cotton buds, and the lady literally had it wedged under my eyelid. Not fun at all, but they were lovely ladies. Turns out there was nothing in my eye, I had just scratched it. Not very fun. It's this one, it's gone down quite a lot actually. When I looked this way yesterday, it was so red. I even took a picture at the hospital and I look pretty rough. Yeah, I thought I would just put that in there. That's why I look so rough and tired at the moment, because it kind of brought me down and I didn't sleep very well. I also am very short of breath. I think I might be getting a cold. Literally, when I come home, my immune system just plummets. I have no immune system at home. Not to mention I'm seeing my cats tomorrow and I'm allergic to them, so it's probably all gonna just swell up. And last but not least, I work in a farm shop, so I'm always touching dirt and flowers and just kind of stuff like that, and I think that makes my skin like 10 times worse because everything gets on my hands and I don't have time to wash them throughout the day, so if I touch my face it's just a bit of a nightmare really. But anyway, I thought I would clear that up with you guys because I sound like a zombie and I look like a zombie. I only woke up about an hour ago. Today's my day off. I'm back to work tomorrow. So I made myself some tea and I don't really have the energy for breakfast, so I had one of these like granola bar bites. I'm going to attempt to do some skincare and makeup whilst I talk to you because kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Before I do anything, I would like to show you my new bottle of toner. This is my favourite thing in the whole world. This is such a luxury to me. It's so cold here. I'm really used to having like the heating at uni that I do, which I'm very lucky and like bills included, so I can just turn the heat on whenever I want it. I slept with a dressing gown on last night. Honestly, I'm just not made for the cold. My body doesn't work well in the cold and it makes every aspect of my body so dry. So I also think the daylight changing really affects me. Oh my god, there's granola stuck in my throat. Just makes a bit of a difference really with my motivation levels. So I am going to get my nails done on Christmas Eve, which I'm so excited for because I never get my nails done, they're very expensive. I am going to go on my first ever solo drive today. So if any of you didn't know, I have been learning to drive for like months and months and months. I passed my theory twice, but each time they ran out, so I had to do my theory like 9 times. But I passed my practical on my first go, so it was quite fun when I passed because all my friends have been able to drive for ages. I haven't driven since I passed in August. I'm very nervous. I am such a nervous driver, but not nervous like, I don't even know how to describe. I'm completely fine, and then when one thing goes wrong, I'm like, everything else is gonna go wrong. No one else is even here. My mom's not here, my stepdad's not here, but it's in he's got like a very small little blue car, which is nice to drive. So I'm gonna drive around my village first, get used to everything. I'm feeling really brave. I'll drive up an A road to my local town and maybe treat myself to a coffee. I did want to go outside, but it's so grey and so miserable. So I'll see what it's like when I get back. Also, it gets dark so quickly, so am I even gonna be able to go for a walk? I'll see. It feels very weird to be back home, if I'm being completely honest, other than the fact that I'm like dying of every illness. I mean, as I said in my last video, you guys know how I kind of have this weird thing with Christmas. Just sort of feeling like really down with it all the time. I haven't actually gotten out of that, so I really hope that changes on the actual day. It's nice to see everyone, and it's nice because I haven't stayed at my dad's house yet. I'm doing that tomorrow. So I get to see my dad, my stepmom and my little sister and all my pets and everything. My only pet that I have at my mum's is my fish, and he's in my pond. So I don't really see him very often. Yeah, it will just be very nice, but It does feel really weird. I know I've got independence here now that I can drive, but it's little things like if I can't sleep at night, I can't go downstairs and just have a chill, can't go on a walk, I have to tell everyone where I'm going. Obviously that's completely normal for literally everyone my age across the country, but it does mean that I feel like I've got a lot less independence. Ignore my hair, by the way. I realised I never addressed this. I've just washed my hair, but I left my hairdryer at uni, so this is what I'm working with at the moment. My only other plans for this entire month are going to London on the 27th to see the lights, and then New Year's Eve going up to Harrogate to see Aaron. The train prices are so much. It was about £70 to get to Harrogate from here. If you don't know where I live, I'm gonna put a map. I live in this bit called the Belt across the country. It's like kind of just above London and it's kind of near Cambridge. But everything's really expensive anyway. So yeah, for a 2-hour train journey, it costs like £75. I'm trying to think of other things that I need to tell you because I did actually film another video, but I hated it so much. Our Christmas tree, I decorated, but none of our lights were working, which is why it looks really ominous and miserable. Also, me and my mum aren't religious and we've always had pet rabbits, so she decided one year to put a rabbit on top of the Christmas tree and it kind of stuck. We both really liked it, so now there's a Christmas rabbit on there every year. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this on camera. I've just realised I don't have a mirror. I'm going to be like this close to the camera, so I'm just going to leave it and do it after. That's really all I have to say. Come up with more stuff on my walk, but that's what I'm going to be doing today. Walking, driving, maybe painting, and a little bit of uni work. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is crazy. I haven't even gone anywhere and I'm terrified. I need to go there at the end of the road. That's all I need to do. And I'm so scared. Okay, I'm on a pretty popular dog walking trail, so I really hope no one can see me doing this because 0.5s are always very embarrassing to film. It's so grey and so miserable. I can honestly see why winter is so shit for everyone. My mood is always so much better when I come home in summer compared to when I come home in winter. The weather is so dependent on that. This is disgusting. It's so cold. But I just need to go outside today, so I'm forcing myself to go on a walk, and it's about 2:30. And it looks like the sun's gonna set soon. By the way, my driving went okay. I was very nervous, but as soon as I did it, I was fine. I picked up my nan and we got coffee, which is a bit better having someone else in the car. Watching these videos, I don't know. I'm not a very big YouTube watcher, which is kind of ironic given I actually make videos. I never really know what is trending on YouTube. Oh my god, I'm so out of breath. So I just try and make my own videos. There's only a couple people I watch. I watch these two twins, Sophie and Eden, I think their names are. I watch Karis Rachel quite a lot. Her videos are very interesting as well, I think, because she lives in the UK. But don't get me wrong, I love watching other people's videos that are from like France or Copenhagen a lot, but it's just something about having someone in the same country, well, not same country because I'm technically in England, but the same area. So it definitely helps. I'm very awkward when it comes to YouTube videos. I never really know what to say. I would like to start making podcasts, I think, because I have a lot to say regardless of how awkward I seem right now. Give me topics and I'll make a podcast on it. I'm thinking of doing what other content creators do, getting a tiny microphone and just prepping it up and making a kind of talking video about it. I don't know, a lot of people have asked me to do a podcast, so if any of you have any questions, just put them down. I'm gonna have to stop filming now though because my arm is actually about to fall off. Hi everyone, I'm back home and as you can tell, I'm back at my dad's house. This is the only place that I really want to film. Everywhere else is kind of like in progress of being done up, or there's just terrible lighting and you can't see me. So I thought I would film in my kitchen. It's a little bit echoey, but I'm sure that that's okay. You might be able to hear my voice and by how absolutely awful I looked this morning. My allergies towards my cats seem to have gotten a little bit worse since I was last here. Normally all they do is just make my eyes itchy and a bit puffy, but this time my face was itchy, my legs were itchy, my eyes. I can't say how many times I sneezed last night and I was really wheezy at night time. So I was gonna stay here tonight, but I'm gonna have to speak to the rest of my family and see, because if I'm working tomorrow, I don't wanna go into work looking like awful and really, really ill sounding. Like in my eyes already, like they look quite puffy. So yeah, I mean, it's annoying because I want to hug them all the time, but I can't too much. It's obviously something that you get more used to as you live with them more, because I never really got it that badly when I was school and I was like living here full time. And then when I went back to uni, obviously not seeing them for a long time really makes it like worse when I come to see them. It is so strange coming back. I think the biggest thing about coming back home that makes me feel off put by it is that I switch houses, which obviously I've switched houses since I was like 6 or whatever, but it's every 2 days sort of situation. But that was when I was used to it. Now I've come back from having like a constant, stable, I come back home to the same house every day at uni, and I've gotten really used to it and I really like it. To some people might sound really pointless, you know, like, oh, well, you just come back to the same house every day, it's not a big deal. But I've always found it a bit disorientating switching houses. Just like, I don't even know how to describe it, but little things like, I've got a really big thing about Coco. What? Someone will be like 2 fields away and she'll do that. So I've got a really big thing about oral hygiene. Like my teeth are something I really, really care about. They have to be perfect. I couldn't bring my mouthwash to my dad's house because it was leaking and it was gonna leak in my bag, which is so stupid, but little things like not being able to have your full night routine, or I obviously have to bring all of my skincare and all of my makeup because I can't buy... Hold on. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, so just having a constant house is just, I've just gotten so used to it, and it just, not to mention, along with the allergies, I just don't feel very clean when I'm at home. My mum's house is currently kind of like redoing her bathroom, so I can only have Bata kind of showers. It's just so specific, but already I can't do my like in-depth scalp and hair routine. So because I haven't done that, my scalp is so bad at the moment. Like it's so dry, it's so itchy. It's like disgusting to say out loud. It's like hell, it's so itchy. Like right now, I just wanna, and then I come to my dad's house and I'm allergic to all my pets. You know, my skin breaks out, my eyes get puffy. I just don't feel clean. Like even though I've just brushed my teeth, my mouth doesn't feel clean because I don't have my mouthwash. This makes me sound so like #first world problems, but it's just little things that kind of make me go, oh, if I was at uni, I could have done this. But it was very nice to see my family last night. And well, driving to dad's house in the dark was pretty freaky because obviously looking around, there's like no street lights or anything. And it was pouring with rain, so I was a little bit nervous, but I did make it. So my only plans for today are, I've got a meeting in half an hour online for my manager because I do foster volunteering kind of situation. I go and meet up with a young person once a month. So I think it's just a check-in really. I'm meeting with her at 10 o'clock and then I'm just gonna try and get on with some uni work because I haven't actually done any of it yet and I'm starting to feel a bit panicky. Not that anything's due, but you know what I'm like. I just have to do some studying. And then I am picking up my sister from school at 3 o'clock. Because now that I can drive, she wants me to pick her up. That's really it. Because after this, I'm working tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday I'm working 12 till 5, so I'm doing a half day, and then Monday I'm working 8 till 6:30. Yeah, so there's not gonna be a lot to film for them. Sorry, I just sneezed, so if there's any cough points throughout these videos, I would have been sneezing. So I don't know whether this is gonna be the end of the video, sort of, because what else am I gonna be doing after work? And I can imagine it's already quite long. So yeah, the house is freezing. I need to put the heating on. This is another thing. I'm used to underfloor heating and obviously like just being being able to turn the heating on whenever I want because I've got bills included at uni, but I don't have that now. Body regulation's just so poor, like my toes are always just white because they're freezing. Other than Christmas, I'll see if I film a little bit of that. I'm obviously going to be spending a lot of time with my family. And then on the 29th, I'm going to go up and see Aaron, which is really nice because I do miss him, even though it's only been like a week. Okay, that's all I have to say. I don't know why I'm still waffling, but I guess we'll just carry on. I would like to show you what I see every time I eat. This is so off-putting, and I almost guarantee if I take this into the living room, she's gonna follow.